It's the first 3-0 start for Buffalo, Jeff, since 2008. Can you tell us just how much the city is buzzing about the team they love so much?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been exciting. Obviously, it's been a while since we've gotten to play in front of a lot of our fans, and I think you see the excitement around the league. And then for us to get off to a good start in front of them and feel that support and that excitement back in the building is a nice way to start it off.
Skinny Weeksy here. Nice to see you on the board and feeling your game right now and getting some touches. Knowing you for as long as I have, you've always been an offensive guy. But maybe tell us how you were able to overcome the adversities of resetting, getting back to feeling your game so far this season.
Yeah, I think for me personally and as a team, I think we had a challenging year last year. And I think when you get a chance, you go into the summer, you get a chance to kind of reset and refocus and then work on some parts of your games that you want to improve. I was able to have a full summer of training and trying to get better. Yeah, I feel good coming into camp. And then I think, like everyone, you come into camp and you try and sort of build on things as you go along. You try and get that sort of that timing and the feeling back. And I think as a team, we've done a good job of that, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Jeff, Dave Reed here. Congrats on the great start. I know those fans in Buffalo, man. You get some of the best fans in the world in Buffalo. I know that firsthand. I've been played there many a times, and, you know, living in the Toronto area, you see the craziness you've got. How important is Coach Granato to your success this year as a team from the start and the training camp that you had with your new head coach?
Yeah, he's been great. I think obviously he gets a full camp to himself. Obviously last year he came in and kind of halfway through. I think sometimes it's tough for a coach to kind of sort of put a stamp on things, and him having a full camp and sort of expressing to us how he wants us to play, and for us players, that being kind of an aggressive up-tempo type of style is always fun to play. So it's been working well so far. I think we still have lots of work to do, and we want to try and keep improving and keep building on some of the good things that we've sort of established as a group, and move forward with those.
I've specifically not asked about the player whose captaincy was stripped, because that's all anyone was talking about with the Buffalo Sabres coming into the season. The culture in your room, the feeling during camp, did you have a sense that this team was going to get off to this kind of start while the rest of the world was talking about a different subject?
I mean, it's tough. I think every team comes into the season and you all have a fresh start, and it's all exciting because guys are coming back and it's a new season in front of you. So everyone wants to get off to that good start. So it's tough to kind of think too far ahead and think, oh, we want to try and win X amount of games to start the season. So I think the more productive mentality maybe is just to kind of take it a day at a time, as cliche as that is. But especially with us, sort of new coach, kind of in a sense that he has his first training camp. We have a lot of young guys. You want to continue to get better and progress every day. And then hopefully you come to opening night and sort of things start to click and fall into place. And fortunately for us so far, that's happened. And now it's about doing the same thing and keep doing it over and over, because it's a tough league. It's a tough challenge every night. There's great teams. Sort of anytime you sort of lace them up, you have to be ready. So for us, we just have to try and keep building on some of those good things.
We talk often a lot about the vibe in the room, on the bus, in the plane, and how important that is to team success. Nobody forgot how to defend. Nobody forgot how to run a power play or to score goals. So take us inside that vibe and how much that vibe has helped your team to this point.
Yeah, I think it's mostly a matter of getting on the same page. I think everyone sort of goes back and works on different parts of their games, and then in the summer you can tweak individual parts of your games, but when you come back to camp, you have to try and fit them back into sort of 5-on-5 play, which I'd say for the most part, not many guys play much of in the summer. So it's important to get back on the same page together. And I think that as a group, we've done a good job of that. And that's kind of the good feeling you want to try and get, and you want to try and build on, I think, is getting that chemistry back, and knowing where guys are going to be at different times and in different situations. And when you do have a sort of a mishap, kind of communicating through that and sort of being more prepared for the next time something like that happens.
Jeff, you talk about working in the summer, working in training camp and specific things and being prepared. We marvel at your skating regularly on our show and your ability to work your edges. How important is that? And how often do you work on that throughout the summer? Because highlights are always seen by shots or saves and not necessarily the edge work, especially some of the things that you're able to do with your skating. But how important is it to you? And again, how often do you work on that in the summer?
Yeah, I think in the summer, you get a lot of chances to work on that. Obviously, there's you kind of have your own schedule, and you can kind of sort of tweak it to work on whatever parts of your game that you want to spend the most time or focus on. And for me, that's part of it. I think you also want to try and work on sort of handling the puck and being able to work on your shot or different things like that. But I think for me personally, sort of my skating has to be a strength of my game. So that's obviously something that you want to continue to work on, continue to develop, and keep trying to get better, because the young guys are coming in the league. They're not too slow, so you got to try and keep up.
Oh, it's still a strength. We can assure you when we watch, we all marvel. Thanks so much for joining us, and continued success to you and the Sabres.
Thanks for having me.